This project was developed as part of my work with Tayside Healthcare Arts Trust. We have a recurring funding budget from NHS Tayside to work with people who have had a stroke or an acquired brain injury across Tayside to introduce creative engagement activities for them as a contribution to their health and well-being and as part of their rehabilitation and long-term recovery.
We've got the APHASIA group who works a lot with iPads to find out how you can use an iPad in different ways to help communicating.
I then had a programme run at the DCA where Andrew Lowe, our animator, was working with a mixed long-term condition group, and he was using an iPad to do the animation. And it just all fell into place. It made sense. So I came back to Rolf and spoke about that and about us developing that three-way partnership between Tayside Healthcare Arts Trust, the university and the Tap and Talk group, and then Andrew as a professional artist animator.
And then we've got this fantastic opportunity to make a film and how you can use an iPad to help you communicate and then use the iPad to actually make a film.
Animation is a very powerful medium to work in. It allows you to do things you can possibly do with live action. So when you're working with a group where language is such an issue and such a world to explore, it becomes a really powerful way of exploring that.
So we had different techniques such as cutting out little models out of paper, using plasticine to make little figures that would be animated, that would move around, to replay scenes of the daily life.
Do we need to make characters? Do we need to make letters? Do we need to make words? What do we make those out of? So a couple of participants were thinking of using sand so you could make words appear and disappear. So very traditional animation techniques, but used in a completely different way.
And the fantastic thing is that the group actually took ownership of that program as a project and started developing their own ideas, creating a script and the different scenes they wanted to show.
To some extent, the group actually became more ambitious than I certainly had originally intended, and that was terrific.
For them, it's been a worthwhile, engaging look at something that they all live with on a day-to-day basis. It's perhaps allowed them to reevaluate the way they can use iPads, even to use the technology in a different way.
And they've worked so hard and had so much fun producing these animations, and it's gone far beyond my original expectations. It's great what they've produced.
It's been an amazing project, it really has. It's been quite a lot of work in a very short space of time. I know that everybody's got such a lot out of it, particularly me. I've loved working with this group, and the film that they've created is an amazing piece of work, and I hope that they'll go on to produce more in the future.
Well, now we hope to develop this idea further to enable other groups as well to enjoy themselves, create a film, and show others what it means to have aphasia and to live with aphasia.
But it's also shown us that there is a huge potential here, that there are real opportunities for people to work with this technology, with this equipment, in interesting and creative ways, and to step beyond the function, or the idea that it can merely be a functional communication tool. It can be a creative communication tool as well.